A lot of growing businesses think they need more sales, better systems, or tighter operations to scale effectively. What they really need is a stronger finance function. And what's worse is most leaders don't even realize that they've underinvested in finance until it starts holding them back. When a business is growing, the focus almost always goes on sales or product development. And that makes complete sense. That's where the energy is. That's what feels urgent, and it can drive tangible growth. But finance tends to get left behind in the background. It often gets treated as something functional rather than strategic. Now, as long as invoices are going out, payroll is running, and the monthly numbers eventually appear, it feels like it's doing its job. But that's not the same as building the finance function to support future growth. I see it all the time. A lot of finance teams look fine on the surface. They're keeping things ticking along and they're covering the basics. But they're not set up to give the leadership team the visibility they really need. Usually something then happens. Growth is accelerating faster than expected, or the company needs funding or investment. And the CEO is looking at the numbers thinking, well, we're profitable on paper, so why is there no cash in the bank? And suddenly the gaps become obvious. The numbers are there, but the insight just isn't. The reporting exists, but it's not turned around quickly enough. In short, the business is growing, but control is falling behind. And that's usually the point where people realize that the finance function needed strengthening a long time ago. A strong finance function should be doing far more than just reporting on what happened last month. It should be helping the leadership team understand what's really driving performance by explaining the numbers. Where the business is genuinely making money, where margin is being lost, how much growth is sustainable long term, and what the cash position is telling you. Because when finance is working properly, it becomes a key part of how the business makes decisions. It provides clarity and control, and it allows the business to grow with confidence. If you leave that investment in your finance team too late, business growth becomes a lot harder than it needs to be. Decisions start getting made on incomplete information, problems get spotted later, and cash can become a constraint. The business ends up being reactive when it should be leading the way forward. Investing in finance earlier than you think you need to isn't overkill. It's how you stay in control as you scale. Because by the time the weakness is obvious, the business is usually already feeling the consequences.